Hi there, second graders. It's Miss Hess here. I heard from your teachers that you guys are working on acrostic poetry. And if you remember from last month when we did a little bit of poetry, I told you I love poetry. I really do. So I was excited when I heard your teachers were working on that. So I thought I would share some examples of acrostic poetry for you today. Okay? So, first of all, what is acrostic poetry? Good question, right? So, acrostic poetry is a poem in which certain letters in each line form a word or words. Okay, so what does that mean? I always say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay? So this book that I have right here that I'm going to read two poems from is called African Acrostics. And that's generally the way acrostic poems go. They go downward, right? And then we write words or words after each one of the first letters. So this African acrostics, a word in edgewise, and it is by Avis Harley, and the photographs are by Deborah Noyes. Okay, so let's see. The first poem that I'll read today is called Eye to Eye, and there is the picture that goes with it. So if you look closely at that, you can see that that spells out elephants, right? So they're writing lines from each one of those first letters. Eye to eye. Ear cells flap in a breeze. Leather limbs in rhythm. Evenly swaying in step. Plod slowly over Africa. Huge as a dinosaur, yet a tender soul from such noble mammoth alumni. There is no wonder above a buzz staring into eyes so wide. Okay? So that's what that looked like. You can see it pretty good there. That one was called Eye to Eye, about elephants. And the next one is about a lioness. Okay. So this one is called Lookout. And you can see where it spells lioness down there, right? Lioness. So it says, lightning locked in legs of plush velvet, old nobility poised, noiseless, even sunlit shivers. Ooh, beautiful, right? Can have any kind of rhythm with an acrostic poem. You're the writer. Okay? And then this poetry book is called Bow Tie Pasta Acrostic Poems, and it's by Brian P. Cleary, illustrated by Andy Rowland. Okay, so let's see what I have here. I have, find my first poem. I wanted to do that one right there, called Sharks. Okay, and you can see where it says sharks. And I like in this poem how they actually made the first letters a different color. Okay, sharks. Skeletons made of flexible cartilage. Have multiple rows of teeth. Active at night when looking for food. Really keen sense of smell. Known to have existed before dinosaurs. Silly question to ask one? Wanna go swimming? Right? Okay. That was about sharks. And then this one is called Giggle. Okay. And look at that picture. This one's funny. I'm just going to read it. It's hard to hold up like that. Girl walks into a library and gets in line with the other kids who are going up to check out their books. Girl, when it's her turn, says, "Small cheese pizza, please." Librarian says sternly, "This is a library." Then the girl, ever so softly, whispers, "Sorry, small cheese pizza, please." So that was funny. So you see that acrostic poetry, so there's always the word that the poem is about. You can't just write anything randomly. It has to be about that topic. So this topic of this poem was giggles. And sure enough, when you got down to the last line, it was a giggle, right? Okay. And then this last one that I have here, let's see if you can see it there. It's called Snack Time. Sunflower seeds or strawberries, nachos, nuts, nectarines, almonds, animal crackers, apricots, cashews or carrots, kale or kiwi, toast, tangerines, tortillas, iced tea, mangoes, milk, muffins, and that last word is eat. Okay? So you can see that there. Good. Okay, so those were 5 examples from poetry books in my library. So I understand that you are writing acrostic poetry, right? So I decided I would write one today and share with you. It's kind of a simple one, but it's about what's on my mind these days. You know, we've all been in social isolation for weeks now. I think this is our 8th week of it. So I wrote this thinking about all the changes that have happened. Okay? So, and the title of my poem and my theme for this acrostic poem is Hope. Hang on to your dreams. Outlandish times will pass. People will be together again. Everything will be all right. Okay, and that word outlandish, how many of you out there went, "What's outlandish mean, Miss Hess?" That means bizarre, unusual. So we are having outlandish times, right? So that was called Hope. And I hope that you might have got a little bit of inspiration for a acrostic poem. You can write one about just about anything. So what's on your mind today? Okay, there's lots of things that you could write about. I know one thing that always inspires me is nature. So maybe there's something, could write something about spring or birds or sun. Lots of ideas. Family, your families are really important these days. I'm sure that you can come up with a really cool acrostic poem. So you guys have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye, 2nd graders.